Hello glam dolls, and welcome back to the glam spot. So today I will be giving you a theatrical fantasy look, which would incorporate tons of blues, glitter, and just looks for days. I hope everyone had a blessed Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and New Year's. I'm looking forward to a great 2018. I'm hoping it will be very prosperous, and many of my goals will be achieved, so stay tuned. I know I have not given you guys a prep and prime skincare routine. So on this tutorial, I have given you guys a glimpse of some of the products that I do use. So the first one would be the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I use this as a moisturizer for my dry skin. I have received this in my Etsy bag not too long ago, and I can say that it really helps ease away the patches and tame the skin. So the primer that I do use is the Milk and Magnesia, the laxative by Philips, and this is what prolongs my makeup. It makes it stays in place, and it really makes it blendable. I do not have to worry about oil spots. I do not have to worry about dry spots. I do not have to worry about blotchness. It just makes everything come together. So I'm giving you guys a voiceover as well as a description just so you guys can see the products that I'm using. So right now I'm taking my Sephora eyeliner brush, and I'm taking the black gel liner by E.l.f. and I'm just lining the bottom of my brow just to give it that arch that I want it to have. So this is how I've been doing my eyebrow routine for plenty of years. I have looked at tutorials to see better ways of doing it, but I just can't seem to conquer the other ways. This is how I like it done, and this is how I achieve it most. So I'm just going to outline the top of my brow, giving it the shape that I want. There's going to be plenty of look downs, guys. I'm still trying to conquer this whole video thing, but bear with me, guys. So I'm just arching the corners to a tip, and I'm going to shade in with the same brush just to fill it in much. Just filling it in, giving it to one solid look. Look again, you see me? And so I'm taking my spoolie brush to just blend everything out. I'm going to fade the front of those eyebrows, make sure everything is mixed in and flowing. So guys, I got my very first silk press. I'm doing things, big things now with my hair. Go follow at Hair by ESL on Instagram to see her work. So right now I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer and Toffee, and I'm just going to clean up the bottom of my eyebrows. So I like to use the brush that it comes with instead of my own brush. Maybe it would change in the future, maybe it wouldn't, but this is just like, it's just easy for me to work. I've been working it for some months now. Oh god, the lighting really sucks. It really sucks, guys. I'm so sorry. But I got my first ring light for Christmas, so I'm just learning how to use that. So I'm going to clean up the top of my eyebrows. So what I like to do is I like to start with the bottom, cleaning up the bottom of both of my eyebrows, and then going on to the tops. So I'm just blending the concealer out. I like to form a unibrow just to see how similar and symmetrical the eyebrows are to each other. So I'm using my Zulu by Juvia's Place. I'm using that teal color just to do a background look. So I didn't actually know what I was going for when I was recording, but it just seemed to come together. I knew I didn't want to do purple because I always do purple. I knew I didn't want to do orange because I always do orange. So I'm just taking that greenish, bluish color, and I'm just outlining not too close to my eyebrow arch, but a little bit over the hood of my eyebrow. So I'm just giving it the angle that I want, making sure it's similar on both sides, and I'm just blending it out. So I'm using my E.l.f. blending brush. So the brush I was using before to place on the color was the Sephora brush as well, but it was an angled eyeshadow brush. So I am now taking my Morph palette in 35B, and I'm using that dark blue, maybe a navy, just to give it some type of shadow. So when I cut my crease, it would be like more of like how do I say it? Like layers. Yeah. So I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer again, and this one is in Polynesian. I believe Polynesia. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it is, I have it right here. Oh, it's not even close to what I said. It's porcelain. Porcelain. I don't know how to pronounce it, guys. And I'm taking my very small concealer brush just so I can work this cut crease. I don't know, before I was using like the same color that I use on my eyebrow, but I realized that if I wanted more vibrant colors, then I would have to use like a lighter concealer. I tried the white the eyeshadow base from NYX, and it just didn't work well with me. It was so hard to tame, so hard to work. So I just picked up this one from my local beauty supply store, and I've been using it ever since. So look at me cut that crease. This is the first time that I actually like cut a crease really good on camera. Like, it took me, so you guys don't know how long it took me to learn how to cut a crease. I'm still learning how to cut a crease. Sometimes I feel like the colors don't really show, and it's just like just the concealer, just the crease, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I look at so many videos and so many other YouTube personalities and makeup artists that do wonderful cut crease, like B. Marie. I just love me some B. Marie. Shout outs to her. I grew up on learning from her. She has always been my role model. So right now I am taking the Morphe palette in 35B again, and I'm taking that kind of like a royal sky blue. I should have it out with me so I can know exactly which one it is, but it is the medium blue. It kind of shimmers, so I'm putting that close to my inner tear ducts. Yes, so I'm doing that. I wanted to do like a ombre with the blues, the ombre on the cut crease, just to give it some type of fading into one another type of thingy majingy. So yes, that is actually the third blue going down. If we're going down the last row, third blue. So I'm just taking that on my inner ducts, and I'm just tapping it in with my smudge brush from Sephora. I didn't know exactly how far I wanted that color to go out. Like I said, I didn't know much, but here it is. So I'm taking my new Mayo Makeup Pigment Stacks. It is amazing. This is this is something I got from B. Marie too. You know, I be stalking sis. Oh yeah, I love her. So I'm taking that and I'm just dapping that in the middle. So these pigments, it actually come stacked like one on top of the other. So when I opened this, I opened it upside down. I was so upset. It spilled all over me, guys. It spilled all over me. But anyway, so if you see that my hands are a little messy, it is because I opened it upside down. Like, I feel so slow. But anyway, I'm just tapping that in. You can see that the colors are very vibrant. Ugh, I can't talk today. Very vibrant. So what I did was I just went in with the navy blue, just to add more color to my cut crease. So just to blend it out much. So now I'm just blending the 35B Morph blue and the Mayo Makeup pigments together, and I decided I didn't really want the a darker blue on the corners of the cut crease, so I just ended up adding a really darkish purple. I don't know why I did that. I said I wasn't going to use purple, but I did anyway. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. So right now I'm just blending everything together. So I'm placing on these mink eyelashes that I got from AliExpress. I love these eyelashes when I first got them, but now that I've been ordering more, I just see the inconsistentness between them. Like, it's very hard to come on, it's very hard to stay on. I just feel like they look more synthetic than real, if anything. These are the very first AliExpress eyelashes that I did get, and these come, I believe, 10 in a pack. 10 meaning singular and 5 meaning pairs, and no, 4 meaning pairs, so 8 singular. So I don't really like these. It cuts into my eyes now, and it really like makes my eye water. So I will be giving you guys a second pair of mink eyelashes that I have been doing. So right now I'm using the Iman foundation. I believe this is the no, this is my Becca foundation in mink. Yes, my Becca foundation in mink, and I'm just blending that out. So, as you know, I learned how to work my phone in the middle of recording. So it's lights out. Lights out. I don't know why, but guys, but I just love this. Like, I like it better like this. I don't know why. Like, I didn't have to worry about lighting. I didn't have to worry about anything. I just loved it when the phone just got darker. I don't know. I just been finding new things, and I'm so mad that I figured it out in between my video. So I'm using my concealer jar, my NYX concealer jar in deep golden, and so I just put it on my cheeks, my forehead, and then I line my nose, and I put it on my chin, and sometimes I put it above my lip. So now I'm taking my beauty blender. My beauty blender is not damped, even though I learned after this video that if I do use it damp, it does have like a better blending process. So I'm just blending that out into my skin. Just I'm pushing while I'm blending it, I'm pushing it deep into my pores, deep in, so it doesn't sit there, it doesn't look cakey. So that's what I'm doing. You know, I had to get my little mustache. I'm playing, guys, I got a mustache. But yeah, I'm just blending, tapping it through. Guys, if you've seen like but how do I say this? Like the bloopers of my videos. Maybe I should do that one day, like the bloopers. It's just so hilarious. Like, you guys don't know what I go through to get these videos to y'all. But it's okay. I love you guys. I love all my viewers, my likers, my subscribers. I love you all. So now I am taking the pressed powder by Maybelline Fit Me. This is in, I believe, medium deep. Yes, this is a medium deep. I have been using medium deep for an exaggerated highlight and bake, and I've been using deep for more of a natural bake. So I'm just tapping. I got this blending, I believe that's a blending beauty blender. It's a beauty blender, but a flat oval beauty blender. I got that from Burlington. I believe it was 5 of them that came in a pack for like $3.99 or $4.99. So wherever I laid the concealer, I'm just putting that pressed powder on top of it. I don't usually bake like everyone else bakes. I don't put tons in the areas and then leave it there and then wipe it off. I like to place it there, and then I like to dab it into my skin how I do my concealer. So guys, if you see me right now, I'm really like touching my face and putting on my makeup. So what I'm doing now is I am taking my Absolute New York, the liquid liner, liquid gel liner, and I'm just going over where I laid my eyelashes just to clean it up and make it very smooth and in one union. So I'm just doing that, and I'm going to do that on both sides of, not both sides, sorry, on both eyes, on top of each eyelash. So this is just something that I've learned to make it look clean, so you don't see like my liner like shown on one side and not shown on the other side. So I just go over it, so it also correct any mistakes that I did make with my eyelashes since these weren't very, cooperative. So now I'm taking that LA Girl Pro Concealer in, I believe this is Fawn. So I'm taking that again and I'm going to clean up that eyeshadow. I'm just cleaning where I want it to be sharp, and I'm going over it with the pressed powder, the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. Guys, I seen like the one time I do a voiceover, all this background noise wanna play. Like, y'all can't. You, it's okay. Thanks, ambulance. Thanks, thanks. You got your 2 second fame. Look, and he's still going. Oh, we're gonna give a moment of silence for him. There we go. So now I am taking the one and only. So this is Fenty. I'm using the contour one. I did buy the trio, but I haven't gotten around to using the trio. So I'm using the contour stick in espresso. So I just line my nose. I just outline my nose to make it very, very, very slim because I have a huge nose. Thanks, mommy. So I also line my forehead, and I'm lining underneath my cheekbone, not going too close to my mouth, but also not far away where I do have that contour just to shape my face, make it a little slimmer. So there's different ways of contouring your face. It changes from person to person. Everyone does not contour the same. This is just how I do it. This is how I like my face to be contoured. So by any means, you do not have to do exactly what I do. I'm just showing you guys how I apply my makeup. So I'm just blending out that contour with my face blending brush by E.l.f. Going in circles, going up and down, just so the pressed powder as well as the contour can blend all together. I don't want any harsh lines. So I'm going to continually blend. Blending is the key for a clean makeup look. You know how sometimes people look cakey and like the contour lines are sharp and the blush is sharp and everything just looks a hot mess. Yeah, blending it what saves you. So now I'm taking my contour brush. This is the thin one. I like using this on my nose, so when I do blend out that contour cream, it does blend in a way where it still keeps its line. You can see that the line is still kept. The line is not all over the place. I do take the ultimate blending brush after, just to blend it in with the pressed powder after I baked my nose. So when I went to reach for my Absolute New York Shimmer Cloud Blue eyeliner, I did see that it was broken. Oh my god. So I had to pull out the rest of the eyeliner. I had to rub it into my leg and use the tiny concealer brush that I did use to cut my crease, just to put it into my on the waterline of my under eye. Like, this took so much time, guys. It took nearly like 10 minutes just to do this because I had to go back, rub the brush into the eyeliner and put it back onto my eye. I was so devastated. Like, I don't know how it broke, but it wasn't broke where the eyeliner was broken in half. It was broke where I couldn't roll it up, so I just ended up pulling out the eyeliner. So now I'm taking my Urban Decay mascara just to give my bottom eyelashes a little length. And then I'm just going back with the blending brush and my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and just going back into sculpting my face with the baking powder. So I'm just doing this just so everything is blended out. So now I'm taking my powder brush by E.l.f. and I am taking the Cleansel Glow by Laura Mercier, just to lay over and to set in that bake that I did do on my cheeks, on my forehead, on my chin. So this also leaves me with a nice glow. So now I'm taking my Juvia's Place, my volume 1 blush, and I'm taking the darker shade and I'm using that. I don't know if that's blush color, but I use that color to go over my cream contour just to set it in. I like to set in my cream contours with a powder on top just so it stays. So everywhere I contoured, I'm just laying it over, and then I'm taking the ultimate blending brush again and just blending that out. So that's just another method that I learned to use, just putting powder over a cream just to really set it in so it doesn't move. So guys, this is the first time I am cutting my contour. I actually watched a couple of tutorials and I learned how to do it. So basically what this does is it gives you a sharper contour line and a smoother contour line. So what I just did was I took my beauty blender again, my flat beauty blender, and I took the Maybelline Fit Me in medium deep, and I'm just giving it a sharp line, sort of like baking, but I'm just baking my contour, and then I'm just blending it down and blending it into the skin. And then I'm gonna take my buffer brush from E.l.f. and I'm just buffing that out so I don't have an extremely sharp contour line, as well as blending everything in together. And I'm just going back in with that Laura Mercier Candle Glow in 6, and I'm just blending it out, making sure none of the colors that I place onto my face are extremely bright. So I took my unicorn brush, compliments from Etsy, and I'm taking my Becca shimmering pigment in, I believe, Moonstone. Yes, Moonstone, and I'm just highlighting my nose. So I just laid it on my nose right over where I baked, and then I'm blending it out with my buffer brush. So I'm taking well, it's not really called the unicorn brush. I just named it that because it's just so pretty. And then I'm taking a little bit more of that Becca shimmering pigment and I'm placing it on my high cheekbones. This is how I highlight. I go for more of a blinding and a thick highlight, whereas people may use the fan brush and go for like maybe a slimmer highlight. So I'm just buffing that into the skin, making sure I pick up more of the pigment and placing it on my skin. I'm also looking to see how I want it to lay on my face. I don't want it all over the place. I just want it very vibrant, but not too, all out of place. So now I'm taking my I Kiss Envy. I believe that's how you say it, Kiss Envy. The same glue that I used for my eyelash, and I'm just placing it in my tear ducts. I'm gonna do something new I haven't done before, so I'm just placing it in my tear ducts, making sure it's similar. Oh my gosh, why Lord, why Father, why? It's on my nose. That's okay. I'm gonna just take my beauty blender brush again and just gonna blend it out. I took a little bit more powder on that so it doesn't stick. And then I'm going to just put it in the corners underneath the arch of my eyebrow. Just a tiny bit. I'm making sure tiny goes a long way. And I'm taking my flat eyeshadow brush from E.l.f. and I took a little bit of blue glitter that I got from Walmart. Actually, Walmart had in their craft section, they had a library of glitters. It come with, I believe, over 20 big jars of glitter, and I'm just putting the royalish blue in the corners on top of the glue. But if that was a steal, because it was like 20 plus big jars of glitters for like $14. They're they're not as tiny as the usual glitters, but they're just a tad bit bigger. But I like that because you see how glistening it is. You see how the camera just picks it up, the light picks it up. It's very shimmery, and that's what I like about it. So this is the first time I'm actually using that blue color, and then I'm just putting it on top of the glue. I really love this glue. Before I was using the hair glue, the hair bond glue for my eyelashes, and before I was using the E.l.f. glitter glue and the NYX glitter glue, but for some reason I just like this glue better. It's just very strong and it holds. So now I'm taking this is my bronze booster from Physicians Formula. I am taking the snowflake one and the brush that it came with, and I'm just dapping that over just to give it more of a blinding look. So I'm just dapping it into my cheeks where I highlighted, and then I'm buffing it out. I put it on my nose as well. Usually I do highlight my forehead, but I don't know. I was just going for something different today. Maybe I don't know. I always highlight my forehead and something different, you know. So I am taking that Becca shimmering pigment and I am filling underneath the arches of my brows just to give it a little pop. And now I am taking my Nicka K. Love, love, love Nicka K lipsticks. I love it. It smells so good. I love Nicka K lipsticks. This one is in Outer Space. It's more of like a ashy or a ashy purple, or I would say maybe more faded. I mean, sorry, not a faded, like a darker gray, purplish gray. And I'm just putting that over my lips. I wanted it to pop with the purple that I did put on the outer crease of my cut crease. So I'm just putting that onto my lips. So I went ahead and set my face with the Maybelline Master Fix off camera. So this is the finishing look, and I thank you all glam dolls for tuning in for Glamisode 7. Please stay tuned for Glamisode 8. It would be amazing. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your holiday. Bye.